Does President Clinton have a bent penis? Well, according to a doctor who examined him last week, the president's genitals are, quote, completely 100% normal. It should be noted, however, that the doctor who examined him also has a bent penis. I may color his findings a little. As his last stop on the trip, the president met in Buenos Aires Thursday with Argentinian President Carlos Menem. During the meeting, Clinton asked Menem to continue with economic reform and protect democratic freedoms. Menem, in turn, asked Clinton to show him his bent penis. Tomorrow, Chinese President Jiang Zemin begins a week-long visit that could define U.S. relations with China for years to come. President Clinton plans to ask Jiang for several things, including human rights reform, trade expansion, and a Chinese herb said to have the power to straighten a bent penis. This week, an angry President Clinton demanded that Congress stop dragging its feet on something he has long championed, a medical Bill of Rights for U.S. citizens. In all, there are 10 items in the President's Bill of Rights, running from number 1, a rich, satisfying sex life is the foundation of good health, to number 10, a straight penis is not a privilege, it is a right.
And come to think of it, I got addicted to you. Oh, no, no, no. And come to think of it, I need somebody like you. Oh, no, no, no. I need someone like you.
To know one thing before you go today. I know there are other questions, but you say that you there were distinguishing characteristics on the president's private parts. For America, please tell us what that is. Well, we've got to know.
Well, it was like that.
Oh, God.
It was.
Return. Okay, that was it. Thank you. Well,
What's going on, Norm? I've not seen you in forever. You look
That
great.
guy likes me.
Yeah, they all love you. They love you. My audience loves you. What's happening? What's new? Your hair is short. You look great.
Yeah, I got short. I got a haircut.
When?
Oh, this is a very uninteresting subject.
Yeah, but it looks good. It caught me off guard.
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh, wow, yeah. Well, it's short. It makes sense.
Yeah.
How's the family? How's everything going?
Ah, great, man. Couldn't be better. Life is fantastic.
Yeah. That's
I
good.
like life, man.
You do, really?
Oh, my God. People that complain about it. First of all, you're lucky enough to be alive when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Your mother had to have sex with your father. That your grandparents had to have sex. Great-grandparents had to have sex. It's lucky you're alive, my God.
It's amazing.
And I'm so happy every day that I'm alive
be.
because it's just a fluke. There's so many more people that never got to be alive. You know? And,
That's an interesting point. I guess you're right. If you do the math.
So when people carp about it, I'm like, man, it's the greatest gig in the world, being alive. You get to eat at Denny's, wear a hat, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, get haircuts. It is. Well, good. I'm glad life is going well. I know you're a big fan. You competed in the World Series of Poker in the celebrity event?
No, in the real.
In the real deal,
real
right?
deal, yeah.
How was that?
Well, it was sort of a nightmare. I was halfway through the first day, I was the massive chip leader.
Right.
And then
which means you were doing great.
Yeah, I was first place, 8,800 people, and then I threw it all away.
You say that like it still tortures you to this day.
Yeah,
What happened? Was it all in one hand? Did you just go all in with something that you shouldn't have? Was it your bluffing? Were you...
No, I was just, I had pocket aces, and the guy had jack queen, he beat me. But so be it. I was going for there's two ways of playing it, right? You can go to trickle into the money, or you can go for first place, so I was going for first place.
Yeah. You like to play poker, though, right?
I like it okay, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
I play a lot. I got a little addicted to it on the internet. I was playing like 6 games at once for 7-8 hours a day. You know?
Yeah. All right, so you like it a little bit.
Yeah.
I saw the poker area at one of the casinos in Vegas, and it's very bright, it's very sterile. You can't, like, swear, you can't smoke. And I'm thinking, well, there's no way Norm could really be into this poker thing, because those are two of your favorite things to do.
I got a lot of penalties at the World Series for smoking.
Oh, you can
and
you
for
smoke?
Swearing, because, like, you know, your aces get cracked and you go, and you know, and then it's like it's a 20-minute penalty for each word, so I'm like out for an hour and a half, you know.
But they let you back in.
Yeah, they let you in after an hour and a half.
What if you're swearing while smoking 10 cigarettes at once?
It's so insane that you can't
You have to come
swear
back next
and
week?
smoke because everybody there is a degenerate gambler that smokes and swears.
Right, yeah, it's a weird rule that they have there.
It's very strange. I played the celebrity poker. That was the hardest of all.
Why?
Well, you go on the TV, and poker's not that hard, but identifying these other celebrities is almost impossible. Because
that should really be its own sort of gamble.
Yeah, that's
right
right,
there.
'cause it's not
I want to
like-
bet on the fact that I'm not quite sure that that guy is in Creed. I don't know.
Exactly.
I'll bet $1,000. I think that was a better juice factor in
they
that.
they get peripheral celebrities like me. They're not like Matlock's going to be on the so, you know, you get like I had to get briefed there because everybody's 20. They're like, that's the guy. Of course, don't you know him? He's on the police station. He plays Detective Johnson. So I remember all this. I really enjoy your work on Police Station. That time you got that crook.
He's like, Norm, it's me. It's John Stamos. What's with you? You don't recognize me?
Oh, John Stamos is a great man.
He's a good guy. Yeah.
You know John Stamos.
Sure, I know him. I know him all right.
Yeah, that guy gets the ladies.
He does, yeah.
Some guys get the ladies. I'm telling you, man. And it's you ever know these guys, maybe in high school or something, or college, you couldn't figure out why they did it, but they could get the ladies. You know, maybe they weren't the handsomest guy, but somehow, like I had a guy, a friend of mine, Bill, this guy, he could get any, I'm not exaggerating when I say this, every night he would have a different lady.
Bill did,
and they'd be beautiful, and finally I asked the guy, I said, what's your secret, you know? He said, I'm a serial rapist. That hardly counts, you know?
Yeah. Norm, let me ask you.
I tried the roofies once, actually.
Did you? You tried that? You tried that as a technique of dating?
Yeah, because I said, these girls, you go and you feed them a nice hamburger, and then...
That's not enough?
Nothing happened, so I said, I'll try these roofies.
All right.
They didn't work at all, man. I couldn't even remember anything. I woke up 3 days later, my ass hurt. I don't know what happened.
This is the second night in a row. We can't hear any of this. This will be the greatest website interview ever. None of this will make air.
They're just jokes.
Let me ask you about, you grew up in Canada. Everybody in Canada speaks French, but your father, he forbid you from learning French,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Everybody in Quebec, where I grew up, Quebec City, about 99% French, a few English people. And yeah, my dad, you know, the English hate the French, his guts. And so my dad wouldn't let me learn French.
Why?
Because he hated the French. And so in school you could take either French or Latin, and I took Latin, and in Quebec City it turns out there's no ancient Romans.
That's right.
So I got beat up a lot by French guys, which is about the most humiliating thing that could ever happen to you.
Right. Aside from losing at celebrity poker to the guy from the cop show. Let me ask you about, there's a couple of shows coming on NBC this year that both deal with SNL, where you spent some time. One of them is a drama, one of them is a comedy. Do you plan on watching Studio 60 or 30 Rock? Are you excited about these shows?
It seems odd that there's two shows that are backstage of the same show, Saturday Night Live, right? And I don't even know if anybody watches Saturday Night Live, let alone backstage of Saturday. I know they weren't watching when I was on it.
I thought you were great on Saturday Night Live.
What's
What do you
that?
mean? Do you watch it now?
Oh, I thought it was great on Saturday Night Live, too.
Do you ever go back? Do you ever go back to the SNL stage?
Yeah, I love it, you know, because ever since I was a kid, I watched Saturday Night Live, and I always loved it, you know, and I still love it. I always go, every time I'm in New York, I go and see the guys and stuff.
Yeah, it's fun to go back there, right?
Oh, yeah. You were there.
Yeah, I was there. Sure.
You'd always hang out.
I know what's going on. This is the comedy CD that Norm put out, and it's great, but it's different than what I thought when I first put it in. I thought it was going to be sort of a traditional comedy CD, but I actually enjoy this much better.
Oh, you mean like stand? They wanted me to do stand-up.
Yeah, like it's not stand-up.
Yeah, I didn't want to do stand-up because when I was a kid, like I listened to Cheech and Chong and Monty Python, and it'd be cool because I'd like, you know, my parents didn't know, and it was dirty and stuff like that, and stuff like that. So I always wanted to do an album like that, you know, that it's not for kids.
They're like sketches, but they're much, much dirtier.
Yeah, they're really filthy, and this album is not for kids, but
It's for kids.
Yeah, but if you're a kid, go get it. It seems like when you listen to this, and it's cool because it takes you back to like how people probably listened to radio in the 50s or whatever. It's very sort of theatrical, and it's very funny and dirty.
It's the theater of the mind.
It is, it is.
Like when I'm an older fella, I'm in my late 60s. Now, when I was young, things were different, Carson, like pot was something that, you'd cook your eggs in. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, it wasn't.
Hash was something that you'd eat with your eggs. They put some hash on the side. You know what I'm saying? Acid, was something that you'd, throw in a guy's face if he made a pass at your wife. You know what I mean? It's all different. It's all different.
When did you grow up? In the 40s?
Yeah, I'm an old 68. Ecstasy.
What was ecstasy?
Ecstasy was that feeling that surged through your body when you threw a bunch of acid in a guy's face. It's changed. And what I like about this album, like you said,
the hidden track.
It's the hidden track, and then they didn't.
Why did you put it as track 13, yet it says hidden track?
They told me they'd hide it.
It says hidden track.
I don't know, then they put it in. But
that's ridiculous.
But the theater of the mind, what I was going to say about it is, what is so great, when I was a kid, we had no TV. We had no TV. We had the radio.
Sure.
And you see, you had to use your mind.
Right.
You had to use your imagination. And my dad would collect the kids around and we'd listen to the radio, and we had to use our mind, especially with the hardcore pornography.
What show was that?
What show is it?
Yeah, what show was
the name of the show?
Yeah, that the family was huddled around in the 30s when you were growing up.
I think it was...
The porn was being read.
I can't remember.
And you had to imagine it all.
The name of the show?
Yeah.
Amos and Andy.
Yeah, that's the one. That's what I was thinking of. Those are great. I like to go down to the radio.
Come on now, Amos. I don't believe you should be doing that.
All right. That's great to go down to the Museum of Radio and TV. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, sure.
And you can go and you can just basically call up any great old television show or radio show and relive those great moments.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, we'll look for that Amos and Andy. All right, you gonna hang out? We have Amy Smartest here.
I love Amy.
Did you meet her?
I met her, and I'm a big fan of her. She's smart, and that wasn't a joke.
It's not even on here. The Amy Smart.
Feelings flowing up and down, picking up the pieces that you left behind, hitting a new type of flow, breathing in the smoke and clearing up my mind. The thoughts of you, I never knew what the hell you got me into. What the fuck do you mean?
We had our first night at Seaside Heights last night.
Yeah, that was great. Drinking that beer.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Norm and I got to go out last night.
Yeah.
There's a place called the, what's the name of that? Yakety Yak Cafe?
Yeah, Yakety
You guys
Yak.
know that place here?
That was
It's
fun.
like a nightclub for senior citizens. Really, seriously. They'd play like Islands in the Stream. Remember that when that came on?
That was crazy. You had a lot of the ladies last night.
Oh, let me tell you, man.
I told you that one was a dude. I told you, man. I warned you.
I know. I was a little upset we're having the barbecue today after that experience, too. But how about when the girl you were talking to, when her teeth came out? It was crazy, seriously.
Yeah, I wasn't talking to her during that point.
Right. I remember when you tried to put them in, back in her. Got ugly. Hey, also, our question of the day is, and Norm's here to talk about Dirty Work, which we're very excited about.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Tell us a little about just the plot of the movie. It's sort of a revenge.
It's a movie, yeah. It's a movie about, I play a guy that opens a revenge for hire business. So I get revenge on people that can't think of them themselves.
And you actually co-wrote this movie, and,
Yeah.
and this idea actually stemmed from you just having a fascination about this idea.
Yeah, I love the idea of revenge, yeah.
Certainly. Our question of the day is, what's the best way you've gotten revenge? So if you're here hanging out with us, think of some ways that you've gotten revenge. Do you have any ways that you can think of in your own real life that you've...
Well, this wasn't my idea, but my buddy did it when we were in college. We sent these dudes at this fraternity that we didn't like a big bunch of donuts, right?
And then they ate the donuts, and then underneath the donuts we had a Polaroid of me and my buddy with the donuts on our...
That's good. How come we didn't write that into the movie?
We did. They wouldn't let us do it.
All right, you know, we're gonna show you a video right now. It's actually a breakthrough videos from Madonna. Part of this was shot in our New York studio in Times Square. You can check it out. Here is Jonas Ackerlund directed this video, who did Smack My Bitch Up from Prodigy. If you haven't seen it, it moves rather fast. Check out Madonna right now. Here's Ray LA. Hey, all right, welcome back to the show. Carson Daly here. Norm MacDonald, our guest today, star of Dirty Work, a movie that everybody in America has to go see at least once. That's what we're asking.
Yeah.
We're not asking a lot. Just go and check out Norm's movie. It's very funny. We're going to talk about it just a little bit. We've actually started yesterday, since Norm's going to be on the show with us all week long, kind of hanging out. When you came out yesterday, you didn't look like you were in the real beach attire.
Right, I've gotten a little more.
You're working your way.
I had a sweatshirt yesterday, now I have a T-shirt.
But we're taking up a collection fund, too, of everybody here. So by the end of the week, maybe we'll get you in a skivvy.
Yeah.
So this is the Norm MacDonald Skinny White Ass Fund. There it is. Sorry, Ski. You got that? We have about 14 bucks in it now, so I'll pass it around. If you guys want to see Norm in a, you know, like a thong by Friday, then drop some money.
Some of the ladies put some money in, too.
Put money in there, for Christ's sake. Stop taking the money. Hey, how are you? It's Tuesday. That means there's some new music in stores. Part of the grassroots movement from the Bronx. And it's happening. Norm MacDonald, everybody.
Yeah.
Hanging out with us. Have they ever raised the roof for you? Have you had that experience out yet?
In a while.
That's pretty cool.
I love that band better than Ezra, by the way.
Do you really?
But you know what band I don't like?
Which one don't you like, Norm?
Ezra. They're not as good. My choice for vice president is a proven winner, a leading defender of the African-American community. His rise from humble beginnings is the American dream personified. He's an outspoken man, a thoughtful man. He's a leading rebounder in the NBA. His name's Dennis Rodman. Right, Dennis, come on out here, Dennis.
Jim Miklaszewski's from NBC News. I'm not a sports reporter, but to my knowledge, Mr. Rodman has never evinced any political desires whatsoever. Why have you asked him to join the Republican ticket?
You know, I'm running for vice president. And if you don't like it, well, you can just kiss my ass. Right, Bob?
Yeah, that's right, kiss it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm running for vice president. And if you don't like it, well, you can just kiss my ass. Right, Bob?
Yeah, that's right, kiss it.
Yeah.
In his controversial new book, Bad as I Want to Be, Chicago Bulls forward Dennis Rodman says that the NBA is, quote, 50% sex. Jeez, man, I got to stop leaving at halftime. And my good friend Dennis Rodman. You're not wearing any clothes. You're completely naked.
Yeah? What's your point, Norm?
Well, it's customary for guests on Weekend Update, you know, to wear clothes.
Well, because I'm new, does it bother you?
Well, that's not the issue here, you know.
Does my nudity frighten you?
No, it doesn't frighten me, but if you plan to be here next fall doing book reviews, I expect to see a major attitude adjustment. You know, and while you're at it, a more conventional hairstyle and some clothes, for God's sakes. You're going to have to learn that there is such a thing as rules, Dennis Rodman. Rules. Do you understand that?
Sure. I understand.
Well, good.
That's the way it is. Good night, and have a good weekend.
You were talking about going to the last segment. I understand you actually had to visit yourself.
Yeah,
the hospital.
I went, what happened was on the show, on the Saturday Night Live show.
Yeah, that show. Yeah, I know that show.
I was on that, and Dennis Rodman was a guest.
Dennis Rodman, right.
And so we thought it'd be funny if he headbutted me, you know?
So he headbutted me, but he did it really hard, you know?
Do we have a, I think actually someone supplied the clip. This is, you're not,
Yeah, that really...
you hear that dull thud of like skull on skull.
Yeah,
It really...
Yeah, and I don't have like a strong head. I haven't been working it out lately.
Really?
But he has like an athlete's head, you know? But no, beforehand he said, like, I said, hey, don't hit me with your head, or no, you know, don't really hit me. And he goes, no, Al. He goes, he had this thing where he was going to put his thumbs, and as soon as he touched my thumbs, I go back, and then he got all excited and headbutted me. So, like...
So did you feel like pull the thumbs back, and then real head was coming at you?
And so I like blacked out for like a minute, and then the next day I had this huge headache, so I thought I was going to die, you know? And so I went to the hospital. I went to I don't want to say the hospital, but I went to this hospital and to emergency, you know, and they're all like, they're the craziest guys in emergency, all like crack. Everybody's on crack, you know? Every emergency is a guy on crack.
Yeah.
So I went in and they go like, hey, how much crack did you have, you know? And I go, I'm not on crack. And they go, what happened? I go, Dennis Rodman headbutted me. On the TV. He headbutted me on the TV. So they go, yeah. Right.
How much crack,
Yeah.
So what happened? Anything wrong?
Yeah, I don't know, man. They said, like, you can't tell. They said, like, the only way you can tell is if later on, if you go to sleep and you don't wake up. Yeah.
That's why you didn't mention the name of the hospital.
Yeah, I don't want to mention it. I didn't know this, too. If you go to emergency, you got to pay. They keep sending me bills, like all kinds of bills.
You thought it was free, that you could just go there and...
Yeah, I'm from Canada. It's all free there.
Oh, okay.
What about last night? Dennis Rodman got a narrow... Do you watch Celebrity Apprentice anymore?
Yeah. I haven't watched much this season, but I know did he go back to North Korea? Did he bring LaToya Jackson over to North Korea?
It is weird that he's both on the Celebrity Apprentice and dealing with nuclear genocide.
Yeah. Negotiating world peace and harmony, and trying to. It's funny how it all really, the rhetoric and the vitriol out of North Korea all started immediately after Dennis Rodman's visit too.
I guess you're right.
He went over there to patch everything up, and the next day it's like, America is a boiled pumpkin waiting to be exploded. So if anybody could solve the crisis in the world, crises in the world, I think Rodman could. He was a fun guy.
Don't you find it funny with the news, Tom, that all of a sudden you read on the front of Yahoo, North Korea is starting a war with us.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere.
They're instigating it.
Yeah.
They're actually saying...
and then you just hit another button.
Yeah.
They're
starting it. They're just going to start it.
Is that what's going to happen,
Yeah.
really?
They're saying they're going to start it.
Are they going to get us? Now, it is time for me to get famous through the computer. Trick shot videos are all over the internet. Millions of people have checked out the latest from 12-year-old Johnny Sullivan from Iowa.
I'm going to try to hit the jug off the pole blindfolded.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, huh? No. And he got 250,000 hits. I can easily beat that, obviously. I went out this afternoon with a camera crew. You know what that means? Field piece. Hey, I'm going to make a viral video. Look at that American flag up there on the moon. That was very impressive until you realize one thing. It was fake. Let's do some real ones. In my next viral video, I'm going to have one of my writers come up, and I'm going to throw it to him in a car.
Oh, come on! Norm!
Remind me, I have to introduce myself to the writers. Blind throw to one receiver. Here we go, blindfold. Ready, set, hey! 1, 2, 3, 4. YouTube, call it Me Tube. There's two important things to a trick shot. One, the trick shot itself, and two, the thing you say right after. Would you like a receipt with that? Bury me in baking soda. I'm on fire. Did it go in? It's about time. It's about space. It's about two men in the strangest place. Yeah! My best catchphrase combined with my worst throw. Move over, baby with infectious laugh. Oh no! Oh, baby with infectious laugh will still be getting many more hits. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get one, or did we? With only 5 minutes left in the shoot and dusk coming at us, let's take a look at what happened. Watch this one. I bet you weren't expecting that one, God. That is going up on the computer right now, and we want to beat that little kid. We want 250,000 hits. The rest is up to you. Send us your trick shots, and don't waste any time if you don't have a great catchphrase to go with us. Back Sports!
You say there's no way we could go back, and that I've broken what we had. I wish that you would come around.
That could go viral.
You made up. I may go viral.
Daniel
but you made up for
Kellison.
the one before that.
That goes viral. Daniel Kellison makes a lot of money.
Off of my idea?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Norm MacDonald is on the Adam Carolla Show.
And he brought fellow comedian Steve Ravenstein in. Steve is opening for Norm.
Stevie Ray Fromstein?
Oh, sorry.
Is that closer?
Ravenstein.
Well,
Ravenstein is my driver.
Well, it says
That guy sounds hot.
it says Stevie, and then it says Ravenstein. It doesn't. Well,
Ravenstein is my butler.
all right. What the hell kind of name is Stevie Ray for a white guy anyway? Ever since Vaughn died.
Explain yourself, Fromstein.
No, one time I was with him and a guy almost beat him up. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
What happened?
Well, somebody named me Stevie Ray Fromstein after Stevie Ray Vaughan, but I didn't know much about Stevie
What do you mean
Ray
someone?
Vaughan.
Your parents?
He named himself and then he tried to pretend people was catching on.
Like one of those nicknames you give yourself when you start a new school that you made up?
Yeah, it was just, but apparently people called me Stevie Ray Fromstein, and then, so he got upset that I didn't know that much about Stevie Ray Vaughan. He got very upset.
The guy was a Stevie Ray Vaughan fanatic.
Oh, really?
And he got so mad.
Took umbrage.
Oh,
Did he
yeah.
threaten to kick your ass?
No, but he looked like he was going to. Maybe that's, I don't know, a lot of people look like that.
I could say, I will say this: if
Stevie Ray Vaughan,
if
right
you're
there.
going to scrap with a fan, I always go Savage Garden.
Yeah.
Over Stevie Ray Vaughan fans, because I feel like those guys can throw down.
I
you know what
sometimes
I mean?
go Tori Amos.
Yeah,
Tori
that'd
Amos
be
is good. That's a good. Although once in a while you get one of those heavy set lesbians coming after you and beat the crap out of you with a waffle stomper. But by and large, I pick I'm trying to think worst bands to mess with their fans.
AC/DC fans.
Stay away from them. Stay away from Ronnie James Dio fans. I don't know why. They're a little bit older now. Danzig is not a group you want to mess with. And I'll tell you who you definitely don't want to mess with. Insane Clown Posse fans.
Oh, yeah.
They will snap you like
You know any of
kindling.
those people?
No, it was going to be Stevie Insane Fromstein, but luckily we didn't.
I see. Or Mormon Tabernacle Fromstein, just to be safe.
That was one we kicked around.
Yeah, Guar's not a band where you want to mess with the fans either. Yeah, I feel like Savage Garden's good. Yeah.
Anything emo.
Joan Osborne fans are usually a good bet.
Yeah.
Yanni, strong.
Yanni.
Strong. Yeah.
Starland vocal band.
Because they're all in their 80s.
Captain and Tennille.
They do Afternoon Delight.
Yeah. That when I was young, I love that song.
Well, especially when the lawn was being mowed.
Oh, why do you say that? Don't do it.
Not only.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it was
A couple of skyrockets in flight.
less a song and more a calling for Norm MacDonald. It's his theme song. That was what Brandy was to sailors. You know what I mean? Afternoon Delight was the guy likes to bang his friends' wives while they mow the lawn.
No, listen to this. Here's an interesting piece of trivia, seriously. Forget about all that stuff. But listen to this. That Brandy was originally going to be...
Oh, you're trying to get us off topic.
It was originally going to be called Mandy, but they had to change it. Looking Glass had to change it to Brandy because Barry Manilow already had a song named Mandy. But I'll tell you an even more interesting piece of trivia.
Yeah?
The song Mandy, you're not even going to believe this. You know who it was written about?
Mandy Patinkin.
Yeah. Oh, you knew it.
Really?
No. Really?
Oh, no, that's just one of those gay urban cowboy tales, right?
She knew it, right?
I know. She was making a joke, really?
That's the only Mandy I know other than Moore. Was it really written from Mandy Patinkin?
Yeah.
So you wrote that about a dude?
Well, it's the only Mandy she knows is a dude.
All right. Well, that's a decent point.
But also remember, Elton John is into dudes. So it makes complete sense.
Did he write Mandy?
Yeah. It was going to be Mandy, you're like a candle in the wind, but he didn't die.
I see.
Wait a minute. I thought Mandy was Barry Manilow.
I thought so, too.
Oh, yeah. Who dies that?
Barry Manilow.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to out anyone.
No, you're still on.
Barry Manilow may be not gay, but I know Elton John comes right out and tells you. That's what I like about him.
I think, well, actually.
Barry tells you in his actions and his...
I saw Elton John's show at the Mirage. And this was,
the red piano?
Yeah, you saw it?
No, but I saw the poster. Was it good?
That guy, now he's out of the closet. I guess it's like suppressing it for so long. Then he's out of the closet like crazy, you know? So he's like, he had a big video screen behind him. And so he said, a lot of people don't know what my songs are about, so I'll explain it with these giant screens behind me. So he goes, Daniel. He starts with Daniel, and that song
Daniel, my
always
brother.
kind of confused me.
Yeah, me too.
One of my favorite Elton John songs.
But I never understood the
He's
point.
blind.
Yeah, did he go to war?
He's on a plane. It's very confusing. He goes, a lot of people always ask me what Daniel's about. He goes, I hope this explains it.
Daniel Stern
starts playing it, right? And then all of a sudden, like on all the screens, guys in Speedos diving in. Everyone was a super hot dude. I don't know if they're super hot, but to him, they were super hot.
You know they're hot.
Right.
So but that guy sounds hot. Yeah. But every song that you think has all this underlying...
It's just about a hot guy?
It's just about a hot dude what's his name?
It just turned into like a honcho magazine, right?
Yeah.
Or Hondo.
He's like, what's your name? Daniel? Yeah, I'll write you a song.
Yeah, you're hot, or whatever the hell it is.
John Wayne movie?
All right.
Mandy Patinkin was kind of hot in his day.
Mandy Patinkin, yeah. Well, why do you mention... about...
Mandy, Barry Manilow.
So not much clarity as far as the song goes, but a lot of dudes in Speedos.
Yeah. But the song was still remained as mysterious to me as when I first entered the concert.
But
at the end of the concert, crazy things happen. Like all of a sudden, out of the blue, like these things like expand, blow up, like that are plastic on the stage. You didn't know what they were.
Right.
Turned out there were two giant peaches and a huge banana. That represented like
subtle,
dirty.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, can I say this? Do you guys feel that Stevie Ray Fromstein, by the way, instead of the way I said it the first time, in studio is going to be out at the Irvine Improv with Norm MacDonald as well Friday through...
No, he's not out.
Well, speaking of out, that's my point.
Oh, okay.
There are these like guys, these artists who used to do tons of drugs, and then they clean up, and then the music sort of sucks. I feel it's the same way with the gays. When they're closeted and struggling with their sexuality, they're writing all these songs that could only, creatively, when you're kind of turning in on yourself, and you're angry at the world, and you're angry at your parents, and then at a certain point, you get enough therapy, and you clean up, and you come out of the closet, now all your music sucks. You know what I mean? Like, I like
makes a
these
lot of
guys
sense.
better when they're closeted and struggling. Like artists, like Mike Tyson, after he gets his paycheck for $20 million and gets a couple Bengal tigers, he stops winning. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He loses the eye.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
And also another thing is if the subject matter is beyond the pale of polite talk, right? Then the singer has to find subtler ways. Just as an author in the old day, you know, Tess of the Dubervilles was very erotic, and yet, you know, he had to use like all clean words.
Right.
So if you're writing a gay love song, you have to find more subversive ways. Now, when you hear them, they're just like, Ben, you know, or whatever it is. Daniel, I'd like to put it in your bunghole.
Meanwhile, Elton John continues to deny rumors that he is engaged to his tennis racket. TriStar's Picture is planning a film about the 70s disco act, The Village People. While the movie will be coming out next summer, it plans to wait until Thanksgiving to come out to its parents. The artist formerly known as Prince says he now wants to be known as simply the artist. Meanwhile, I will continue to refer to him as simply the fruit. In other music news, several major acts are on tour this month, including the Counting Crows, Metallica, and the Fruit.
The news, I mean, some of the news I understand, you know, like, but that news isn't real news, you know what I mean? It's just odd, crazy, like Tiger Woods, who's still in it, you know, in this tournament, which is depressing for me because I like Tiger and stuff. And then, you know, Tiger victimized himself, first of all, his family, but and all these women and everything. But he also victimized the golf fan, me. You know what I mean? The guy, I believed in him and I trusted him, and so it was kind of sad for me because I don't care if a guy wants to lie down with ladies and stuff like that. You know, I understand that's a thing guys like to do, but I don't like hypocrisy. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like a hypocrite. And to me, Tiger, when I was watching him, he always presented himself to me as a golfer. You know? I always thought he was a great golfer. I watched him my whole, you know, life. And he'd be in the sand hitting it out, and then the golf ball would come real close, you know what I mean, to the hole. And then he'd put it in and go like that and everything. So I was all happy. I go, man, that guy's a golfer. People would ask me, who's Tiger Woods? I go, he's a golfer. Right? Now, I had no idea he was leading this double life where by day he was a golfer and by night he was laying down with ladies. Otherwise, I never would have bought the Buick. Now I'm driving around a Buick, people snickering at me and stuff, you know? Whatever. No, but he's a sex addict, and that's a hard one. I imagine that's a tough one to kick. Wouldn't that be the worst, like those meetings, like a sexaholic, if they have those meetings, what do they call them? They always say aholic. It only really works with alcohol. Like sex, AA, yeah, for sex. That would be a weird, I don't know how that would go. But, you know, if you haven't had sex for like a year or something, and then you don't want to hear about some guy's relapse. You know? Guy's like, I've been weak. Oh, no, you don't have to tell us. I met her in a bar. She was gorgeous. Please. You have to hug the guy. That's too bad. Oh, that's terrible. Well, we all, whatever. But I don't even know if sex, I don't even know if that's a thing. I don't know, you know. It's weird to me because if you're an addict, if you're a heroin addict, you're addicted to heroin. The more heroin you do, the more addicted you are. Booze addict, you're addicted to booze. More booze you do, bigger addict you are, you know. So to me, if you're a sex addict, let's say, you know, sometimes you meet these guys like, hey, man, this guy's 70 years old, and he's been married since he was 20. Still happy, still have a healthy sex life, still has sex with his wife, you know, every week or so, you know. Then wouldn't you think, that guy's a sex addict? He is a sex addict to such a degree that he's willing to have sex with a 70-year-old lady. That's hitting bottom there, you know. If you're going around getting a whole bunch of different ladies, that's not a sex addict. That's just a beautiful lady addict. I don't know what you call that. But if you're willing to just anything at all, just whatever's beside you after 50 years, you're like, I don't like you anymore, but or whatever they do. Whatever noise they make. An injured Tiger Woods withdrawing from the Player Championship on Thursday after only 9 holes. 9 holes, or as Tiger calls it, 3 ladies. When asked about Tiger Woods, fellow golfer John Daly said that Tiger's problem was that he wasn't getting sex from his wife. You know, it's never a good sign in life when you're getting advice from this guy right here. Not exactly Dear A.B. As we mentioned, Tiger Woods bowed out of the Players' Championship, citing pain in his left leg. What might have caused that? For the answer, let's go to sports show correspondent, the late Burgess Meredith.
Women weaken legs.
As always, thank you, late Burgess Meredith. Top story tonight, Tiger Woods fell out of the top 10 in the world golf rankings for the first time in 14 years. This is a valuable lesson for all you young golfers. Never stop And finally, Tiger Woods, a whoremonger no more. Which brings us to this week's What the H? What the H is going on with Tiger Woods? As we all saw on Sunday, the guy can't even sink 3-foot putts at Augusta anymore. Why? Because we are still in his head. That's why. When I first heard about the scandal, like everybody else, I was shocked. You know, I was like, hey, wait a minute. Are you telling me that Tiger Woods, the $6 billion man, the greatest athlete in the world, the super handsome, charismatic guy, you're telling me that that guy likes to lie down with ladies? I don't buy it. I don't buy it for a minute. Then, when it was proved true, I got all self-righteous. I was like, I don't like hypocrites. He's a public figure, and that's not how he presented himself in public. He always presented himself in public as a golfer. I didn't know he was leading some kind of double life where he golfed by day and then laid down with ladies by night. If I'd known that, I never would have bought the Buick. Now I'm driving around in my Buick with everybody snickering at me. And listen, how naive was I? You know, what did I think Tiger's life was? You know, was he like, hey, I've won 4 straight majors. What should I do now? I know. I'll go back to my hotel room all by myself. Okay, here I am in my hotel room. Let me just close my hotel room window. Too many ladies chanting my name out there. I know, I'll order some room service. Hello. Yes, I'd like to order... hello, Nicole. I'd like to order a chicken breast sandwich. No, if I wanted a job to end all jobs, I would have asked for one. I want a chicken breast sandwich with a pickle. So anyways, Tiger has admitted that he is a sex addict, but what is a sex addict? Now, take my Uncle Bert, for example. A fine fellow. He's been married to my Aunt Ruth for the last 50 years, and they still have a wonderful, healthy sex life. Now, ask yourself this. How addicted to sex do you have to have sex thousands of times over half a century with this thing? If you're looking for a sex addict, I'll give you a sex addict. Uncle Bert. Now, also, Tiger is different than you and me. Now, how many chances do we have in our life to commit adultery? Maybe 10. So if we stray once, it's not even 10. We just think it's 10. If we stray once, that's 10%. Now, Tiger may have had sex with 50 or 60 girls, but what about the 3 million he could have but didn't? You got to factor those gals in. Then that makes the percentage 0.000000006, which statistically is 0. So, from a strictly mathematical standpoint, Tiger Woods is the most faithful man who has ever lived. All right, so let's get out of his head and let Tiger be Tiger. What the H? This weekend, veteran news anchorman David Brinkley apologized to Bill Clinton for an election night commentary in which he called the president, quote, boring and uncreative. Admitted Brinkley, there was certainly nothing uncreative about the way you moved Vince Foster's body. The president's a murderer. You didn't know that? The mysterious Indonesian accused of illegally raising millions for the Democratic Party. Earlier this week, Secret Service logs showed that Mr. Wong had visited the Clinton White House more than 60 times. But on Friday, administration spokesman revealed that there are actually 2 John Wongs. Furthermore, they stressed that the John Wong who visited the White House is a different man. He isn't the fundraiser. He's the guy who killed Vince Foster.
Rejecting conspiracy theories that President Clinton killed Vince Foster, a report out this week from independent counsel Kenneth Starr has officially concluded that Vince Foster took his own life. Among other things, the report cites evidence that Foster was deeply depressed in the days leading up to his death. Although the report does concede Foster was deeply depressed because President Clinton was trying to murder him. On Capitol Hill this week, 17 Republican congressmen formally asked the House Judiciary Committee whether there is sufficient evidence to begin impeachment proceedings against President Clinton. In response, the president said, quote, hey, you know who would have the answer to that question? Vince Foster.
Okay, Norm, you're Canadian.
Yes, I am.
So what do you think of this whole presidential mess?
Well, I hope that the Democrats don't steal the election from the winner, you know, but who knows?
You like George Bush, don't you?
I love George Bush, man. He's a good man, decent, you know, none of this. He's, you know, he's not a liar, a crook, murderer, or anything like that. So it'd be good to get the. See, I think we should get the homicide out of the White House and get like a fresh start, because we don't want any more murderers.
I think we should just go on to the next question.
Who are the murderers?
Yeah.
Oh, Clinton, he murdered a guy.
Yeah, you know, we're not allowed. You're not allowed to put out no accusations without.
That's a little too far.
That's the way it does work.
Let's just go on to the next question.
Yeah.
This is not my week. What can I tell you?
Oh, it's not mine either, and I'm being very nice, okay? Be a good boy. Now, Norm.
Do you never hear that?
No. Listen, we don't need
I
to
don't want
talk
to get
about
into
that.
this, and I don't want to hear it, and this is not the place to make those accusations, and you're supposed to be funny. Let's get on to the next question. So get with it.
There you go.
This is a live show.
Not for nothing, Norm, but you have been properly chastised by Barbara, so I'm now going to ask the next question.
I thought it was a matter of record.
Shut up! Shut up! Look,
Okay.
let me do this, okay?
I'll tell you what's a matter of record. You will not be invited back if you don't shut up. All right, now. Let's talk football.
All right, manslaughter.
Let's talk football.
Norm, did you ever hear the word?
The phone is ringing.
I certainly hope that's somebody calling to tell you to go home.
Oh, no.
Dude, you got a phone ringing.
Oh.
Answer the phone.
Hello? Oh, yeah. Oh, no. The thing is this. There, you know Matt Strauss?
Yeah, the producer.
The producer. He told me it would be funny. He said, like, why don't you carry a cell phone on and then let it ring and then pretend like there's a guy on it?
Is there anybody on it?
No, it's a thing. Pretend.
You know what, Norm? You're a dead man.
Here, you talk to him now.
You know what, Barbara? You know what you said about rage at work?
Give this man a plate of soup and tell him to shut up.
Norm,
all right then. Let's see.
Norm.
What?
Okay, listen, Norm, listen. Not only have you annoyed us, but I've read that you have actually annoyed one of your idols. Who is that?
Oh, the great Bill Cosby.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Oh, my God, I love that guy. He's my hero, you know, just like you, maybe Bill Clinton would be your hero. I love.
There's no stopping you, is there?
No, you seem to like Bill Clinton.
There really, and this man leads into our show on Friday night.
I know.
It's all right, his career's over after this anyway. Who cares? Go ahead, Norm.
No, Bill Clinton, who's a great man, obviously. You know, everybody has their opinions, right?
Mm-hmm. Are you moving along?
No,
You're
Bill
going to get to the point.
Cosby.
Cosby.
Oh, Cosby.
Oh, God. Cosby.
What's in that coffee? What are you drinking in there?
Now, Bill Cosby is a great man, first of all. There has never been any accusations toward Bill Cosby about any...
Will you just tell us what you did about Bill Cosby?
Oh, I met him. I opened for him at a club, and he was a great man, you know. He's my hero of all time. You know how funny Bill Cosby is,
Yes,
right?
I'll get to the point. I'm going past menopause. Make the point. Let's go.
Not everything has a point.
We are learning that, okay?
All right, Norm, you want to finish the story, or shall I ask you the next thing?
Well, the Bill Cosby thing is this.
Dear God.
I met Bill Cosby. We're all fans of Bill Cosby, right, Barbara?
Yeah.
What? Yes. Why don't we talk about the millionaire?
Oh, yeah, you know what? Tonight, Norm and I...
please. I like Bill Cosby. Let's talk about the millionaire.
Norm MacDonald and I are on The Millionaire tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell him about that, how you thought he's dumb today. Where do you see him today? Come on, Norm. Tell him, Norm.
People always told me Hollywood was like incredibly liberal of bias, and I thought it was untrue. But
You want to talk about the millionaire?
yes, I do.
You have 10 seconds to
tell how
talk
much
about
you
the
want.
millionaire.
Don't tell how much.
Don't tell him what I won?
No.
Oh.
You're not allowed to tell anything like that.
Well, what are you trying to ask him then?
I don't know.
Okay.
He doesn't answer anything anyway.
All right. Okay, so he's on The Millionaire tonight, and he's on Friday nights, and
on Monday, his taxes will be audited.
So he's on Friday nights at 9. He's on The Millionaire at 9. You can play along at home on enhanced TV. You are a number. I have never met anything like you. We will be right back.
Going out again, am I out of my mind? Going out with friends, gonna have a good time.
As funny as that last bit. Just so you know, Well, good evening, Mr. President, Mrs. First Lady, and the distinguished members of the Radio and Television Correspondents' Dinner. When I accepted the honor of performing here tonight, one thought crossed my mind, and that was, please, God, don't let me bomb in front of the President. But I'm not worried. What the hell do I care? I worked on all my jokes. I got a lot of help from my joke writer, Don Imus. He was helped me a lot. Are you familiar? You know this guy? He's a funny guy. He wrote some jokes. Anyways, the dinner was great. You enjoyed the dinner? We had some salmon. Yeah, it was delicious. It was great, and I thought it was, I thought it was refreshing to see Democrats serve something other than subpoenas for a change. I thought that was nice, I'll be doing some jokes later. I just thought I'd... And of course, it was very inspiring to see President Clinton up here on crutches making a speech. I mean, I thought that was just amazing, I mean, it's been difficult for the president. He can't jog now, and he needs help getting around, and he still occasionally suffers great pain, On the upside, you got your medical marijuana, so that's, You must inhale, sir. It's the only way you're going to get better. But it's odd. I mean, I think this is the first time that I can remember that we've had a president that is hobbled, and it's tough on everybody. The Secret Service, it's not easy on the Secret Service. They have had to learn, how to do this, and they've been specially trained on how to lift and carry President Clinton by top experts who've been doing this for a long time. Boris Yeltsin's Secret Service agents. They've stepped in to help, But we got a lot of power here, a lot of juice. Mr. Rule Arledge is here, of course, the chairman of ABC News, and a lot of crazy stories coming out of that division, stories about this person sleeping with that person and all that, Scandal after scandal. And you heard the latest? I heard this just the other day. There's a rumor that last week, a certain, I don't want to say who it is, a certain gentleman in ABC News, he went to a party and he got really drunk and he ended up having sex with his own wife. I don't know how these rumors get started, but it's probably just a vicious rumor, really, But as Mr. Arledge knows, of course, TV has become a very tough game. You got to stay competitive, As we all know, ABC's Good Morning America is in a little turmoil, a little trouble, a little rating trouble. And they're considering a lot of ways now, to boost the ratings. And I don't know, I think they're getting a little desperate. I heard that next week Charles Gibson will announce he's a lesbian. I mean, is that going to help anything? Nobody wants to hear that. I'm very nervous. I don't know why. Before I sip this coffee, actually, sir, how much is it? How much would a cup of coffee cost in a place like this? Nothing for you. Nothing? It's free? Okay, great. I didn't want to get, I didn't want to see $90,000 on my bill later. I'm sorry. And of course, there are some important Washington figures who couldn't be here tonight. Vice President Al Gore is not here. Unfortunately, he broke down and they had to leave him in the shop overnight. But they say he'll be all right later. Something wrong with the voice box or something. I don't know what it was. House Speaker Newt Gingrich is not here. A little while back, of course, everybody knows that Newt pushed through a lot of budget cuts in the arts, particularly in PBS, you know, and the effects are being felt now. I can see it, even as a layman, you know, just watching. You know, the other day I watched that show, the Frugal Gourmet. It changed its name to the Cheap Bastard. I mean, it's crazy. And also today I took a visit to the White House. For any of you who haven't taken a visit to the White House, unbelievable. So, you know, awe-inspiring and, you know, a lot of rich in history, so beautiful, you know. Although I did notice a kind of an odd sign on the president's desk. It said, the yen stops here. Have you seen it? What the hell does that mean? The yen? I thought it was the buck stops here, I'd always heard. You know, of course, they say the White House was haunted. Did you know that? And I thought this was kind of sad. I heard last night that President Clinton charged Abraham Lincoln's ghost $10,000 to sleep in his own bed. So that doesn't seem right to me, you know? I mean... No. But look, the president, you know, has come under a lot of fire for raising money, but, you know, he's good at raising money. That's not a bad thing. Every president's done it. It's just that President Clinton is very, very, very good at it. Do you know he has organized in the past year over 100 fundraising dinners and over 200 fundraising midnight snacks? Did you know that? Is he laughing? Is he... Is he... No, but Mr. President, seriously, you know, I know you've had to work through a lot of distractions in doing the business of running this country, and I just want to say, you know, that I implore you, stay focused and do the job, and try to remember, you know, that Rome was not built in a day, you know. I mean, just ask Strom Thurmond, he'll tell you. It was not built in a day. He's an old fella, you know, folks. How would you not know that? I have to say, though, you know, this is an incredible thing for me. You know, I'm just a punk, you know, and yet here I am, you know, I can't believe I'm speaking in a room. I'm standing in a room here with the most powerful man in the country, Alan Greenspan, you know, and it's a little amazing to me. It's a little, you know. Of course, that's the big story in here in Washington is the recent marriage between NBC's Andrea Mitchell and Alan Greenspan, who is 71 years old. And this is sweet, you know, I didn't know this. They wrote their own vows, you know. She promised to love, honor, and speak into his good ear. So that was kind of sweet, you know. The newlyweds are going to spend their honeymoon in Mexico, and I thought this was sweet. As a gift to his new bride, Alan Greenspan just devalued the peso so that that'll be nice. So anyway, a little bit more of my coffee. Anyways. You know, it just occurred to me, Mr. President, you are now handicapped, and you're the President of the United States. You must have an unbelievable parking spot, you know? That's got to be very close to the building, you know? But, you got to hand it to the president. His injury is not holding him back from doing the business of the nation, you know. In fact, he just nominated Major General Claudia Kennedy as the Army's first female 3-star general. And I think that's great, you know. She's doing a great job. Apparently, the only thing she's having trouble with, she's having difficulty figuring out how to sexually harass herself. She doesn't know how to... What's that? Guy yells my name for no reason. Oh, I have another announcement to make. Is that what you're telling me? That I should make this announcement? You're right. You make a good point with your incoherent gibberish. Here it is. Here's my other announcement. The U.S. State Department, folks, has just issued a travel warning for all women moving past Dick Morris's table. So... I don't know. Well, that's about it for me. I just want to... How about this Heaven Gates call? This is what everybody's talking about. It's unbelievable. And it really is a sad story, and it's hard to comprehend. I mean, think about it. Who in their right mind would believe that you get into a spaceship behind a comet by castrating yourself and committing suicide? I mean, other than Pierre Salinger, who on earth would believe... I just saw him out in the lobby with a pair of sneakers, Nike sneakers, and a big purple shroud, going, where are they? Did I miss it? Well, that's it for me, folks. I just want to say, you know, before I go, that it really has been a thrill for me. I joke around about the news, you know, but you people, you do the real thing, and you serve as our watchdogs, and you tell the real stories that come out of this city. And I, for one, you know, think you do a darn good job. And as a matter of fact, I have a message from someone who couldn't be here and wanted me to read it to you. This is from Senator Bob Dole. He wanted me to read this to you. Here it is. This is it. This is from Senator Bob Dole. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, to hell with all of you. You cost me the damn election. You can kiss my ass, every last one of you. Thank you, folks. Thank you very much.
Processed the information that Rolling Stone had Norm MacDonald ranked 135 at 144 all-time SNL cast members. Hey, Rolling Stone, you're irrelevant. That's a garbage call.
You know, it's funny, when Rolling Stone comes out and says, oh, Norm MacDonald, number 147, when did you start smoking?
Oh, no, I just do this to relax.
To look cool?
I apologize.
Okay.
I quit smoking.
No, but seriously, when Rolling Stone comes out with a list of who was the funniest.
Yeah.
Like, they put you like that. I mean, you were one of the best guys on Saturday Night Live.
That was a very funny thing, because when I went to the 40th anniversary, you know, I went to the
party.
My friend had the magazine, the Rolling Stone, you know. And he's like, they listed all the guys. And then I go, as long as a joke, you know, I said, as long as I'm trying to pick the person that's, you know, been the least known person ever. So there was a British girl once that was on the show for literally 3 episodes. I go, at least, I just hope I beat Morweena Banks. No.
You didn't beat her.
So I go, wait, and then now I'm in shock, you know. So then I remember when the show first started, they had a fellow named George Coe who would play the old guy.
Yeah.
Because they figured they needed an old guy. I go, well, as long as I beat George Coe. No.
Anthony Michael Hall. You didn't beat. Like, I mean, he would probably admit he was not good on that.
I didn't beat 3 people that never appeared on the show. Laurie Metcalf.
Oh, my goodness.
Who has never appeared on the show.
Who did you beat? You beat like 3 people.
Well, I don't want to say who I beat.
Why do you think that happened?
Because how big an insult would that be?
Were you offended by that, or you really don't care?
No, I didn't care. But, you know, it's just one guy. This is what I learned. I didn't realize this, but I just learned this because my nephew does it. He, as a way to make a living, he just lives with his father in his basement. He makes lists on the Internet. Everything about the Internet is hits. How many hits can you make?
That's right.
So, you know, when they say, like, you won't believe what these beautiful stars look like now that they're old bags, and then you hit them, you know, and you see a list of a bunch of old bags. And so you end up hitting like 50, 60 once. So my nephew,
right?
For some reason, because it's on the Internet, you think it has some authority, but no, it's my nephew in his basement.
I know, but you have the right attitude.
The best one he did is 10 celebrities that went black but did come back.
That's a good list. Who's on that list? But I mean, it is.
Billy Bob was on it.
It's true. Don't we tend to see these things like Rolling Stones? And we take them as gospel.
Sure.
Like if that makes you feel better, there's something wrong with you. Because it's some asshole sitting there deciding that you were not the funniest guy. And yet, the brilliance of Norm Macdonald was doing the news. That's a fucking hard gig to pull off. And also the Jeopardy sketch. And Larry King, those alone put you at least
in
the top 20.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, it is finally official. Murder is legal in the state of California. A down-and-out O.J. Simpson, depressed that all of his money-making ideas have failed, has decided to go back to doing what he does best, killing people. A new book claims that Madonna once smeared peanut butter all over John F. Kennedy Jr.'s body and then licked it off, which just goes to show you Madonna's a whore. And finally, Weekend Update would like to congratulate Madonna, who gave birth to a beautiful baby girl last Monday. The baby weighed in at 6 pounds, 9 ounces, making it the 4th largest object ever to pass through Madonna's birth canal. This week, in a secret ceremony in Australia, Michael Jackson was married for the 2nd time. Asked what makes his new bride special, the King of Pop said, quote, "She has taught me about the power of imagination, like imagining that a grown woman is a 10-year-old boy." You know he's a homosexual pedophile, right? You understand? Sources report that Michael Jackson's baby is due February 27th, and it's going to be named Michael Jackson Jr. Michael plans to be with the mother during the delivery, in his words, to make up for not being there for the Sources report that Michael Jackson's baby is due February 27th. It's conception. The last word was conception, so. Last week at a dramatic press conference about the crash of TWA Flight 800, ABC News correspondent Pierre Salinger displayed a document which he believes is proof that the jet was shot down by a U.S. Navy missile. Later, he proudly showed reporters his solid gold Rolex that he bought on the street for just $15. That's one ugly bastard, isn't it? This week, renowned heart surgeon Michael DeBakey attacked the hypocrisy of Hollywood stars who oppose the use of animals in medical research and yet wear ribbons supporting the war on deadly diseases like AIDS. In response, animal activist Ricky Lake said, quote, "But the red ribbon diverts attention from my gigantic ass." If it wasn't for the red ribbon, people would notice my gigantic ass more. By wearing the red ribbon, less people... This week, in arguments before the Supreme Court, lawyers for President Clinton asked that the sexual harassment suit brought by Paula Jones be delayed until he leaves office. According to Clinton's attorney, quote, "If the president were hauled into court every time some nut accused him of sexual harassment, he'd have no time to scare up tail." He likes scaring up the tail. Okay. Veteran news anchorman David Brinkley apologized to Bill Clinton for an election night commentary in which he called the president, quote, "boring and uncreative." Admitted Brinkley, "There was certainly nothing uncreative about the way you moved Vince Foster's body." The president's a murderer. You didn't know that? Safer drivers, men or women? Well, according to a new survey, 55% of adults feel that women are most responsible for minor fender benders, while 78% blame men for most fatal crashes. Please note that the percentages in these pie graphs do not add up to 100% because the math was done by a woman. For those of you hissing at that joke, it should be noted that that joke was written by a woman. So now you don't know what the hell to do. No, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women. People here asked me to do the show, you know. I gotta say, I felt kind of weird, you know. I don't know if you remember this, but I used to actually be on this show, you know. I used to do the weekend update news routine, you remember that? And, yeah. That's where I did the make-believe news jokes, you know. That was me, right? So then, a year and a half ago, right, I had a sort of a disagreement with the management at the NBC. I wanted to keep my job, right? And they felt the exact opposite. So you see, they fired me because they said that I wasn't funny, you know? Now, with most jobs, I could have had a hell of a lawsuit on my hands for that, but see, this is a comedy show. So they got me, you know what? But now, this is the weird part, right? It's only a year and a half later, and now they asked me to host the show. So I wondered, I go, hey, wait a second here. Hey! I go, how did I go in a year and a half from being not funny enough to be even allowed in the building to being so funny that I'm now hosting the show? How did I suddenly get so goddamn funny? It was inexplicable to me, because a year and a half, let's face it, is not enough time for a dude to learn how to be funny. Then it occurred to me, I haven't gotten funnier. The show has gotten really bad. So yeah, I'm funny compared to, you know, well, you'll see later. Okay, so let's recap. The bad news is, I'm still not funny. The good news is, the show blows. All right, folks, we got a bad show for you tonight. Dr. Dre, Snoop Doggy Dogg, and Eminem are here. We'll be right back.
But I never worked out or anything like that because, you know, I always felt like, you can't, like if you're a dude, you know, you can't really, the ladies don't seem to care, at least that's what they say. And then, also, I don't think you can get like a perfect body. I think if you're a lady, you can get a perfect body. But if you're a dude, I don't think you can get like a perfect body on account of you got like every dude seems to have one of those like a sack, you know, a sack, right? And so, no matter how perfect your body is, if you got a sack, you know, it doesn't look very good. You know, you don't have a good-looking body, basically. You know, no matter what. Like you show me any dude, go, hey, look at that guy's body. I go, good God, what's that fucking thing? That guy's got a sack on him. You know? It's not a good-looking body. You ever see a guy with a good-looking sack? You know, yeah. You ever hear a guy go, hey, Bob, you know what your best feature is? Me and the guys were talking about it. Your sack. Oh, Lord, that's... You doing something different with your sack lately or something? God damn, that looks good. Good-looking sack you're toting around there, I'm telling you. Right? You can't work out on that or anything. Got no machine, got no sack of steel. shield. They're just giving up on that, man. That's why I'm surprised the fucking those plastic surgeons. Why are they working on the sack, man? Guy go like, man, I got something, a little thing here, a line under my eye. I'm gonna get that taken care of. Meanwhile, huge ancient old sack hanging out. Yeah, that's my problem, man. That eye thing. Got a little crow's feet there, man. I get rid of them. That'll be good. Sack's old too, man. That's older than you, your sack. I don't know how that worked out. You know what I mean? You can have a dude like 25, his sack's like 100 years old. Right? Sometimes you turn to it for advice. You ever do that? You go, right? You go, what would you do, wise old sack? You know? He's like, I tell you something, son. You see old guys sack like old guys sacks are really old because they're like 80. Their sack's like 400 or 500 years old. It's like a fucking old, like a tree or something. It's not like a tree, but trees are old. I read that in a book.
Know that in this day nobody's gonna change. You won't ever leave. On my mind again, I'm still not tired of it. Can make you want me. And I may act okay, say things will stay the same. Say I'm all I need.
You know, there might be some good news about Schwarzenegger's illegitimate child. Being the son of a governor and maid means that this kid is going to be great at cleaning up this fiscal mess we're in. That's right. Now, folks, I don't like to brag, but like Schwarzenegger, I did a little bodybuilding back in the day, too. But I'm guessing you guys wouldn't want to see that, though, would you? Okay. All right, sure. Let's hope that doesn't live on the YouTube forever, long after I'm dead, out of context.
Me and Norm, when we did Billy Madison, I said I would tell
Yeah. The story. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's like the first time you guys worked together in a movie, right?
Yeah.
Movie. I mean, it was the first movie.
That was our first movie.
Hey, we're right here, guys. We're right here.
Yeah. We're doing a pool scene. I'm Billy Madison, of course. So old Billy's going to talk to you and Frank.
I played Frank.
You're going to turn and clarify everything to him?
I get nervous with Normie behind me. But
they wanted me to play a drunk.
That's right. That's right.
And so I said, you got some booze?
No,
but also he called me Frank, and in my mind I was thinking, who the is Frank?
That's right.
You got to go by a different name in the movie. Like, my name's Norm, as you know. So, in the movie, I play this dude, Mitch.
Mitch.
Right? So, you know, it's hard. A guy calls you Mitch, and you go, what? And then they go, cut, we're wasting money. You know, they get all mad. And I go, I'm sorry, the guy called me Mitch, you know what I mean? And I said, why can't he call me Norm, you know? This is a name, who the hell cares, you know? I wanted to have me called a character called name of Billy. Yeah, but things quickly became problematic with that because during the scenes, whenever a person would say to me, hey, Billy, I would go, huh? And then they go, Billy, Billy. And I go, oh, yeah, Billy. Right. Fred plays a character on the show named Fred.
Oh, good.
Yeah. We initially called him Mark.
Yeah, that's my name.
I know.
Mark Bergeron.
It was kind of an homage to you, but
Thank you.
Every time we said Mark, he wouldn't look or respond.
So you had to go with the old standard Fred.
Yeah, there'd be many scenes where I go, Mark, hand me some cheese. And he'd go, who's Mark?
So. And that didn't work so well?
They wanted me to play a drunk.
That's right, that's right.
And so I said, you got some booze?
No,
but also he called me Frank, and in my mind I was thinking, who the is Frank?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Welcome to Norm MacDonald Live, episode number 2, and tonight we have the great Tom Green on the show. We will be asking him questions, interviewing him. I will be interviewing him along with my trusty sidekick, Adam Egret.
It's Egret.
Egret.
Yeah, no,
He's
no.
right.
I had a little guy on my show that I found in the
A little
Royal York.
person.
A little person.
Should explain to the folks.
And he was an alcoholic. And he
Like Adam
we
Egret.
put him up. Yeah, we put him up at the Royal.
Okay, we're back with Adam Egret and Egret rather. Here, Fred.
I'm Adam.
Whatever. Well, that name's a name. Jesus Christ, it gets fucking.
You knew what he meant.
Yeah. What's an octoroon?
Well, I don't know. It seems to me some.
Eighth of a black guy? Is that what you're going to say?
Isn't it an octoroon, Andy?
It is an eighth of a black guy. Who is Andy? You were just.
Who is Andy?
You just said Andy.
I was thinking of Andy Kindler, my good friend.
Because you're
I
pointing.
thought he was here.
No,
It seemed
it's
almost like it
Adam.
was point. Yeah,
Adam.
that's
Well,
fine.
Andy and Adam.
No, it's
That's
fine.
great.
It sounds close. Adam
Yes,
Sandler,
it's
Andy
close enough.
Sandberg.
You a boy. Adam.
Yeah.
How could I forget that?
A new study shows dogs can tell when people are doling out fake praise. So I guess that's the one thing that differentiates my dog from Adam Idget. Who's Adam Idget? Oh.
Just a funny name.
Oh, just a funny name? Okay.
He was posed nude for the cover of Rolling Stone except for a hat hanging off his wiener. And this morning, Adam Egat. Oh, is that your name? Fucking change it. And this morning, Adam woke up and said, hey, where's my hat?
Sorry. Adam Egret, who is, by the way, I'll just remind you, he's over here. That's him. Yeah. It's a joke, an Adam Egret joke.
How do you say the name?
Adam Egret.
Egret. Spelt differently.
Like the bird.
That's Egret. Do you know what Adam Egret has in common with a guitar player?
Adam Egret has in common with a guitar player. No, I don't know.
They both love fingering minors.
Now, okay, come on now. Come on now. And now we're warm.
Now we're warm.
Well, we're warmed not only by the coffee, but by fellowship.
And the bonhomie. I almost got you there. I almost got you to spit up on bonhomie.
Is that the goal of comedy?
Yes.
I guess, huh?
Go out drinking and I'd go back into my car like it was some like
camper.
fucking, It's not a camper at all. It's a fucking car. You're just sitting there like it's a fucking wax museum. I don't even know what that means, but
I know, you're like
it's
Rickles.
terrible.
Sitting there, it's like a wax museum.
Wax museum. But so I'd start going to hotels and then they just stopped having me. I would walk in at like 3 in the morning with like a bunch of people blacked out.
Critics are calling insightful.
Hi, I'm Josh.
Now, I'm Norm, and we're on, what?
Back on the road.
And informative.
It's not a bag, it's a new type of travel magazine for television. Jesus Christ, man. I'm sorry.
Norm and Josh are back on the road.
You told me you had a cough yesterday.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you said you kept it in your ass.
The tour begins.
Yeah, no, there's an interesting dynamic that happens when a guy becomes way more successful and powerful than you are.
Right.
Which is, I don't want to phone out. I love Sandler. I talk to him a lot, but I try to limit it because he gets bugged a lot, you know? He gets
People want
bothered
things
a lot.
from him.
Yeah, people want things from him, so I don't want anything from him. But when I'm talking to him, I feel like he might think I want something from him or something like that.
Right. You're so aware of others' feelings
Now you're killing him. What the hell are you doing?
I know he's going to slam me when he says some shit like that.
Norm, you just snotted all over yourself.
I can fucking see that one coming.
In other words,
you a motherfucker.
In other words, you're so in tune.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yes. You're bragging, aren't you? Now, you're saying...
Now, Norm, if there's one thing about Norm is he's very in touch with other people's feelings.
Norm.
I've never seen a reaction like that in here.
Norm, what you're saying, you just vomited on yourself, and you blew snot out of your nose. Norm.
There goes that mic.
What I'm trying to say is...
Yeah. I love dirty work.
You love doing that.
I think that was a great fucking movie.
Right, so you
what do you mean right? Why say right? I thought you didn't like it.
You know, I never saw it.
Well, what the fuck are you talking
He saw
about?
Don Rickles.
I'm saying that you love the experience. Why don't you do it again?
Well, because nobody...
It's hard to take a guy seriously after you see boogers flying out of
Wait,
his
is there
nose.
snot coming out?
No,
Not
you're
anymore.
fine. Now you're fine.
You cleaned up okay.
So you're going to show that in slow motion and shit?
I love it.
It'll be animated.
Yeah. So I understand what you're saying, that there are certain guys...
You want to hear what it has?
Yeah.
It has heavy-duty grilling grates. Deliver exactly what you need to achieve that perfect steakhouse flavor. Chicken, steak, has never tasted so good. Listen, no more dry meat. Well, the magazine POV came out this week with a list of the best and worst jobs to have in the next century. Their three best were, in this order, multimedia software designer, management consultant, and interactive advertising executive. While their worst, for the third year in a row, crack whore. Finally, a U.S. News and World Report's list of the best and worst jobs for 1996 is out. Last year's best job, multimedia software consultant, was replaced by a new best job, bioindustrial engineer. And in the worst job category, last year's winner, crack whore, has lost its spot. The new worst job is assistant crack whore. Finally, according to the U.S. News and World Report 1997 Career Guide, the best job in the United States for the second year in a row is interactive business system analyst. However, last year's worst job, assistant crack whore, has been replaced by a new worst job, crack whore trainee. I swear to God, this one will really do well. This one concerns a fella that won the lottery. And he was a garbage man. He won the lottery. He won the New York State lottery. And he won like $8 million. And he said he's not going to quit his job. And you've always heard that, right?
Right, I'm going to keep my job.
I'm going to keep my job. And there's only one occupation where the person does not keep his job when he
wins the lottery.
Wins the lottery. You know what that occupation is?
No.
Crack whore.
That was amazing. You pulled it out. I was worried about you for a minute. I thought you were in deep trouble. I thought you might get backed into a corner, have a lot more pressure on you, and then not have anything.
I know.
But the pitch came in low and towards the middle, and you put it out of the park.
No, I didn't.
What are you talking about? When people hear crack whore, they just start laughing. That's just the reaction people have. It's got birds fly in and sing a song. Crack whore. What are you doing now?
I just saw on the TV my hair.
Okay. All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little commercial break.
Okay, great.
And I'm gonna get security in here. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk to you some more, because you're gonna have some fluids during the break and stuff.
Fluids?
Yeah, you'll see. We'll get that Tanya girl to get them for you.
I thought when you said that, I thought you meant fluids out of my ass.
You know, a couple of times in the 4 years I've been doing this show, someone has stopped me just before I went to commercial to try one more joke. That was the most worthwhile of all the time. We'll take a break, everybody. We'll be right back.
Hey, probably my favorite thing about you, and I told you I saw your show in Vancouver. I pretty much paid the ticket, however much it was, to hear you say the phrase "on account of." That is, like, to me, the funniest thing.
On account of?
On account of.
Well, it's kind of Canadian phrase, I think.
Did that just strike you as funny, or did you ever analyze that? There's something about that that's just hilarious. I paid $50 to hear you say that live.
On account of?
Yeah.
Well, I grew up, Shad. My father was old when he had me.
Yeah.
And it was 50, a little older than 50. And then I grew up in rural Canada, very barren soil, and everybody was old except me and my brothers. So everybody was like 50. All my dad's friends were 50. So I grew up with all the old guys, and so I took on a lot of their phrases and stuff like that. So sometimes, like my dad, I remember my dad would say, "She's no hell," and it was such a weird phrase to me, but that meant she's nothing special. You know, she's not that pretty.
Okay.
She's no hell. But you'd think it would be she's no heaven.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah. So I'd learn phrases like that.
And fans also love your fearlessness on stage.
On account of what?
On account of you going on, talk shows. Even Conan O'Brien has talked about how you're unpredictable. He never knows what you're gonna do.
I got a lot in my neighborhood. I go to this diner. I eat at the same diner all the time. Right. So I went there, and there was a homeless bum outside there. So the guy says to me, he says, "Can I have some money?" They're always looking for money.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So I don't like to give them money on account of, then I don't have the money.
Yeah.
And
you'd like to have some money.
Sure.
Why not?
I think that Bob should join the Ku Klux Klan. And that's not because he's racist. He's not racist. It's just that he'd look a lot better with a hood over his head on account of his face. So then you're watching, you go, well, I don't give a fuck on account I never knew Janice in the first place. Matter of fact, I'm kind of happy it's Janice and not somebody I know. As a police chief, I go, listen, I want every shallow grave in the vicinity checked out. I want to clear up this case by Tuesday on account of I'm running for DA or whatever. And my friend was like, oh, there's nothing shameful about sex. But I was like, of course there is. On account of, like, think about what you do before sex. You know what I mean? Like, you put the phone off the hook and everything like that. You make sure the kids aren't around, whatever, You pull the blinds down, right? What's that? That's shame?
You say I don't listen. I tell you I try. And we both got our own problems. But I still try.
You got to be careful with that LSD on account of you can get a flashback. 10 years can go by, 20 years, 30 years, and a flashback will happen. So I thought, hey, that seems like a good deal. Listen, Germany, here's the deal. You don't got to be a country no more on account of you keep attacking the world.
Oh, baby. Hey, that's not
it's dangerous.
It is dangerous. Oh, here we go. We've got creator and the star of Comedy Central's hit series, the Sarah Silverman Program, and she's a member of the comedy collective Jash, and also Sarah Silverman is a wonderful person that I'm really happy to be around right now.
Thank you, Jenny Slate.
Straight up, sunglasses.
You know how I feel about you and about sunglasses.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I hope this our bit works out. We'll see. It'll be fun.
Hey,
Norm, thanks for dressing up.
Hey, Sarah, listen, man. Congratulations. That's the 100th time that joke's been done tonight. But I also want to tell you, I have a bet with Daniel Kellison, a rather large figure.
Daniel Kellison, who put this whole thing together, way over his head.
He says you can explain what the fuck Jash is.
Jash is
pay up, fucker.
Jash is a comedy collective, a United Artists, if you will. Uniting myself, Reggie Watts, Michael Cera, and Tim and Eric. And what do? We do whatever we dream up. We shoot it, and it goes on there. We can fail, we can do well. It's total freedom.
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
You got me, Norm.
I mean, I've never heard the word collective.
I know, but
Leon
Daniel
Trotsky.
puts buzzwords in my head, and then I just blind.
All the stars are here. Bobby McFerrin just showed up.
Norm, didn't you used to host the news on Saturday Night
I
Live?
know, man. This whole thing's got me thinking I gotta fucking get back on TV.
Most embarrassing moment of your life. So many to choose from. I know you've mined probably a few of them for your little stand-up sketches.
I have to be honest. Ugh.
I want a new scab peeled off here.
I've never said this out loud. I want people to see me in a sexual way, but I was on SNL the year I was at SNL, but I was in Los Angeles for hiatus for some reason. I didn't live here. And I went to soup. I was having dinner, and then I was going to take the red eye back, and I was to pick up Norm MacDonald in my rental car, and we're on the same flight back. But I think he was in first class and I was in coach. So I went to Soup Plantation before and had dinner with some friends, and then it just hit me like your story that I don't know if you told while we were doing this.
Yeah, 5-pound weight dropped down in your belly.
That happened to me, and I had the diarrhea of a lifetime in the bathroom at Soup Plantation. Like,
not a luxurious bathroom.
Like when you think it's over and you've cleaned up and you're getting up and you stand up and you go, oh my God, it's starting all over again. It was like that. It was like I was sweating, like I wanted to take my shirt off.
Yeah, and you've already wiped thinking it was done. Now you got to wipe again.
And I'm very meticulous. I mean, I
front to back?
Yes.
Okay.
This just made me think of Harris Whittles said about Rob Schraub that most people wipe front to back, he wipes side to side. That makes me laugh. Okay, so I'm like sick. I'm sick, okay? So I clean myself up, and I go to pick up Norm MacDonald, who I worshipped, at that time, and I pick him up. And we're driving. I've never told this story. I've never told him this. And we're driving to the airport. And Norm goes, what the fuck? It smells like fucking diarrhea in this car. And I'm going, what? And my heart is going bam, 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 bam. And he goes, did you fucking shit in your pants? And I go, what? I don't know what you're talking about. And I we roll down our windows. And I'm thinking, what is he smelling? Like, I must have, stepped on it or something. Like, it literally, I don't know what it was. And to this day, I was clean. I swear to God.
And this was your worst nightmare.
It is still to this day probably my worst nightmare. And he's going, fucking smells like fucking diarrhea in this car. And I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you, Norm. But in my heart, my heart is just pounding out of my chest, and I'm just like, what is wrong with me? And I'm feeling it again And then we get to the airport, and I go to the bathroom, and I'm totally clean. I don't know, like, I'm still to this day, like, I don't know if I, like, it was on the bottom of my shoe.
Or maybe in like that, when your underwear and pants form a little hammock underneath you.
I don't have that.
Hmm.
I'm a lady.
Yeah.
I don't know, or maybe it was a crazy coincidence. Maybe, I mean, it makes more sense that Norm shit his pants and was like yelling at me for shitting his pants. I mean, he's a guy who literally took a shit and then forgot to wipe and walked away and pulled up his pants because he was like on the phone. So anyway, he just told that story on Stern, I think. That was it. He boarded the plane, did not even like say goodbye or anything. He just like got on the plane way before me, and I never saw him again until we got to work on Monday.
Wow.
But I've remained good friends with him, but
You never told him this story?
No, I've got to ask him about that. I guess what is there to ask?
Well, he listens to every podcast, so he will probably reach out to you
Let's
after
get
hearing
this
Can you imagine
out.
if he was still angry, like all these years later?
No,
you fucking denied it.
Well, that was what's scary is he was angry. It wasn't like, oh my God, do you smell that? What is that? Is that this area? I hope you don't think that's me.
You always
It was
give somebody
like-
an out.
It was just an accusatory anger, and I wanted to,
Shake your pants.
honestly wanted to just drive the car into a wall and kill us both. Would have
Wow.
been less embarrassing.
Wow.
Why did I tell this story?
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
You got me, Norm.
I just want the new people. Hey, guess what? There's a young girl that's middling attractive that swears a lot. Let's get her. Right? Is that the new fucking thing?
Yeah.
Sarah Silverman,
Hot girls.
hysterical.
Right.
Who's funnier than her?
Nobody.
No, except dudes. But,
Nobody.
but I think she spawned these other ladies that they forget that she's funny, and they think the whole point is just to be
Semi-hot.
attractive, and then talk about sucking cock. And
You got to
crazy
show a
shit.
lot of leg. You got to show a lot of leg with
Yeah,
little
yeah,
skirts on, and then talk about sucking cock
Yeah.
and manipulating balls
Yeah.
with your hand, and it's hysterical.
Bring back Phyllis Diller. Some ugly old bag. Rosemary. Those are the funny ladies.
Wow. Whoa, that is old.
The funny ladies always used to be ugly old bags. Or Roseanne. You know what I mean? Tell me your best story.
My best story was the Steve Irwin. You just fucking told it.
No, it happened to you. He's a comedian.
No,
He was you the Tempe Improv?
Okay.
What was your joke?
You had one joke?
No, it
I had to have
it
had
was
one.
so ridiculous. It
What?
was stupid.
What was it?
Oh God, man!
Well,
It was something like don't take a shot from a girl at a bar because it looks ridiculous. It's never good. I think the punchline was is this a Care Bear cum shot or something? It was really ridiculous.
Don't take a shot at a girl at a bar. I think it has to do with the Care Bears. It's like, what?
That was the worst.
I don't remember it. It was so long ago, but that was the gist of it, and that's why I don't do stand-up anymore.
You should open with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should open and close with it.
He can't even tell his own joke.
Yeah, I mean, again, I mean, I'm not a good,
Anything.
Yeah, I mean, clearly. I mean, it's like.
Some days we get closer. Things that we never really needed. Promises that we never thought of keeping safe. I guess it's never over if we never got a chance.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay.